Mm, do that. Do this. Do this. Oh, thank you, G.
Lavren love Lavren as 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 Lavrenum.
Lavrenum. Thank you for the 64 months, G. 64 eons. Let me get my phone real quick. Okay. Should be fine. Everything else there is fine. Can you see the game now?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's talk to everybody and see what happened. Helmet's broken.
What do you see out there?
Zoogles.
Bad things. I'm old as hell.
We unwittingly disturbed
old as
their
time.
territory on our way here,
Shion got
and now they're
kidnapped.
looking pretty riled
Goodbye,
up.
Shion.
Princess Peach like.
So,
Yep.
feel like you're making headway?
Again.
You know, sorting through things?
An
All I know is
antique.
Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
How you doing, again?
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
Thanks for the pep talk, Mom.
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
Hey, JPEX. Maybe Frank. Okay. Okay, Frank.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or 2 ago that I was there. But then I realize what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Last but not least.
Same brain cell, man.
Alvin, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
Shades.
If you were in my place, you'd
I
say,
might finally
"To
take
hell
them
with
off.
all that. What do you want to do?"
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that there I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Bro talk, yeah.
Back to the inn, I guess.
That interaction is that one interaction is enough for me to really like Law.
Alphen! There you are!
What is it?
Zoogles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Oh. Yeah, a bumbling fire extraordinaire. What does the blurb say? More EG. Oh.
Clumsy though he can be.
Oh.
That's great. Increases the combat points earned when you win a battle while in. That's cool. Inferno Punch
Mm.
and KO prevention. Alright.
Look
Oh, we
sharp,
still don't have
people.
enough for that?
If we don't act
Nope.
fast, they're going to get into the
Oh.
village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Where's this owl? Oh, if it's over here, man.
Mm.
I'm gonna check around.
Everyone's just minding their own business. Woohoo. A regular bird.
Yeah, nothing around here, I guess.
Must be up there then.
Go, please.
Cow. Wabunga.
Wow.
Oh, that hurts, dude. Ugh. And that spot. Oh.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come.
Cool.
We can't let even a single one through.
There's a firm no-Google policy.
Fine by me. Get to work then. What's this?
I wish I was even natural.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open.
Be my guest.
I can carve through armor.
It's over. Take this.
The enemy wields armor too.
We'll soon see about that. Keep her out, Frozen.
Hammer.
No!
Jesus.
Flashing bang.
Sure.
Make it ready. Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade.
Not a chance.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Citizen.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. Not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bonds with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Shion comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Shion, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Side quest.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way,
Hey, Crimson.
how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but...
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
Not our bald captain.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
Living his best life.
I think stranger things have happened.
Best bald
Whether
life.
he's alive or otherwise. We've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Part of the ship, part of the
Fine.
crew.
Let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shion?
Of course not. Shion's our friend. Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidria. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara.
Now that she said that, I hope she doesn't suddenly come out with you ran it. She
Yeah,
better not.
for real.
So I'm switching to Bluetooth so my controller can stop disconnecting.
Oh, wait, what's this side quest?
More Zoogle.
Okay.
Yes.
Why?
Thank God. Excuse me. Not the fish.
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'm glad we didn't have to do the side objective of getting the village to accept us or something.
Small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
This
now.
should be
I guess
floating.
we're having fish for dinner tonight.
Oh, right there, under the fire. Oh, oh.
Purple.
What does that
You're
look
saying we
like?
should check the owl forest?
Another. Oh. Look, see what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
This is ridiculous.
Oh.
Wait, change
Oh.
pose.
It adds. Interesting. These are.
That's a lot of colors.
Oh.
Thank you, Dante, for the 26 months. Thank you very much.
I mean, if you don't want the Halo and Kisara, we could give that to her.
No, I'll keep the Halo. I don't really want to change anything right now. Find a way to Legion, defeat 4 Terrapin Fists. Can we just go out here then? Look at this, I'm holding forward. You see how my character's going left? I'm just holding forward.
It's wiggling.
Ugh. I'm gonna pause my game real quick and try to fuck with this analog.
Okay. A struggle between man and machine.
No, it's more like a struggle between the machine being fucking created for its
around
actual
here.
fucking purpose.
Hmm.
The struggle for the fucking
Feels like I'm
companies to
melting.
use better fucking
Galaglia
material
was pretty hot,
because
but
they're
at
too
least the
fucking
air there
cheap.
was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I
Wait,
can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me
where's
started on
those
the insects.
glasses?
I took them
You
off
hanging in there, Hoodle?
Oh, when did you do that?
like
It's brutal,
right before
all right.
picking up the quest
I can
and
feel
then
my
having the
energy
combos. I
being
think.
drained away just by walking.
It's
All
weird
this
seeing his eyes
vegetation
again.
makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't
I want to
keel
see
over
more of
while
his
you're at it.
expressions.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered can be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out?
Maybe give him the hair clip. Ooh. Or the dog tail, considering Manuel calling him the pet dog.
Hi, Hoodle.
Cameron, can you stop wiggling, please? I can't cast because it's too high up in the air.
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah,
Tomato.
yeah, I guess I will.
It's a big old quest area. The fish.
There it is.
Those the monkeys?
That's our target.
Immediately goes fishing.
Where should I cast my line?
2 catfish. Ooh. Green pipe. You don't have any of these, I think.
Nope.
Machuca.
Okay.
I'll do my best.
Oh, they're agile. Forgot.
Awaken the sleeping spirit.
Okay. Go.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't use my my mystic card. So sad. And all I do is lightning tiger blade. That's cool.
Oh yeah, you can't do the other ones, huh? 'Cause you don't have fire.
Yeah, all I do is lightning tiger blade.
Wow.
That's a cool
At
touch.
least you can do that one. Alright, bros being bros, am I right?
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia pride.
Pig.
If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
You picked the wrong fight.
Raging cascade!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
I'm not done.
Here goes! Go get him! Lightning condemned!
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. My turn. Strike. Void blast. Talon sword.
Oh, oh, I'm sorry.
Save you. Here I come. Now it's over.
I'll take you all on.
Give me my man.
Flare for Malika.
Raging cascade!
Oh, I do have this one. Forgot about that one too.
Oh,
that
that's
yesterday.
technically not fire. Yeah.
I'm gonna switch Dohalim in so that we have a healer.
I mean, Kazara does technically have a heal.
She also
Tiny
can't.
one, though.
She also
Necessary
can't
when creating
revive.
weaponry.
Oh, yeah.
God, I can't believe that this controller just works and then doesn't work every day.
Go.
Look sharp. Lightning tiger blade. Resonate with the earth.
Where are I?
This one's mine. Force flash. Strike. Force flash. Eat dirt. Razor cyclone. Resonate with the earth.
One day.
I'm ready. Frozen. Hammer.
And yeah, that means we have no fire.
Yep.
Oh.
I have no fire whatsoever. Oh.
Go no further.
Rising water. Radiant light. Force of regeneration. Rising water.
One last one.
Maybe we should get some of the thingamabobber for it keeping heal more.
What?
Doesn't he have one so he can heal? His heal gets stronger.
I don't know. I'm busy.
Yeah, I suppose you are.
No! Yeah. What? I was holding L2. Or whatever. Come back here.
Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
Indeed. As one, we are unrivaled.
And that is our greatest strength.
Random tower.
Hi, Hoodle.
Ugh. Oh my God in heaven.
Where am I? There he goes. Regen, thank you.
I can feel my power growing.
How? Oh,
What's this thing?
it's called money off it. No.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Don't help him.
I know. I'm looking at my shit right now.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what I would like. Oh yes, that would be great to unlock right now. I think I'll probably just work on stuff that will give me bonus points. Like 10 more attack would be good.
Hmm.
Defense would be great. Oops. No. I hate this fucking controller. Such a piece of shit.
Hmm. Hmm?
Okay.
Hmm? Maybe we should do that for all of the characters so they have better stats.
Eventually, yeah.
Hmm.
He has a lot of spells that he can unlock right now. Mid-air jump would be better though for him so that he can actually have more mobility.
Mm-hmm.
Give him that. Work on Lionheart next, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty useful.
What? They never give you something that you would like and then take it away, right? Stares at Tails' Wisteria.
Alright.
They would never do that.
Look sharp! Lightning fire blade! Not a chance! Resonate with the earth! Hurricane thrust! Force flash! Rising falcon! On guard! Make it rain! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw! Don't get complacent.
Yay.
Tomato.
An opponent like this should be easy. Now what up? Take this! Flaming meteor! Force flash!
Yeah. Perfect time.
In an instant! Impact claw! Resonate with the earth! You picked the wrong fight! Look sharp! Rotating pile driver! Make it rain! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Now! Here I come!
Where am I?
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Barbed crystal.
Oh.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Sheep? Another
but we
slot?
get another thing. Let's try sheep, I guess.
Sheep.
We're not gonna get wool, are we?
Probably not.
It looks like a unicorn horn.
That's cool looking.
I like those colors. Boy, when are you gonna get a new weapon? Oh my.
I need defense.
Yeah.
We have literally zero.
That worked out really well somehow.
Yeah, what the hell?
Have you guys
Let's
checked your
go turn
equipment
in
lately?
the quest, I guess. He'll give us money, right? Question mark.
Probably a little bit.
See, this is legit, bro. Not earlier where you were like, we have no money. We did have money.
Gee,
Yes.
please. Oh, you did that, Kristen. What's the purpose of swimming in here?
Oh,
Nothing in here.
this looks special.
Yeah.
It also kind of freaks me out because I don't like that kind of stuff. Underwater, caving nonsense. Hell no.
I can finally take a breather.
Is there something that we picked up yesterday that we haven't seen?
Mm-mm.
No, I don't think so. I think we've pretty much seen all of it.
Xion can't cook the porridge.
No, she can't. Where's, like, increased gold after battle? How do we not have that?
Increased item drop could be we get more things to sell though.
That could be, yeah.
The neighbor's dog is howling.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
It's only 5 fucking minutes.
Oh.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little?
Oh,
You're still awake?
I've always been something of a night owl. Ever since back when I was someone's property. Turning in for the night only made the next day come quicker. I wasn't in any great rush.
Sorry.
What about yourself? Care to share something from before I knew you? You were part of a mage clan, right? Must have been handy being able to rely on magic for everything.
Hardly. In fact, not at all. Magic's not so special when you're not allowed to use it. Always scared of who might be watching?
Right. Sorry about that. I guess I've read too many fairy tales.
We were still made to study it every day. It doesn't make any sense if you think about it, studying the very thing you're being persecuted for. But that's what we did. Just like our parents and their parents before them. Honestly, I don't even know how far back it goes.
If memory serves, mages have been the stuff of legend for ages. Even as far back as 3 centuries ago, they were myths. Your people were persecuted even before the Renans got here.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the less it makes sense though. I mean, it was astral arts that let the Renans dominate Dana, right? Why didn't mages end up being the rulers of Dana then?
Maybe they tried, but they just didn't have the numbers. Or maybe domination just wasn't something they were interested in. Have you ever considered it might have been something like that?
I guess I haven't.
I wonder why magic alone attracted the attention it did. Swords can be just as lethal in the right hands. Why not ban them?
My best guess? Swordsmanship can be learned by anyone. Magic's more of an exclusive club.
So, you either have the gift or you don't. When something's not easily obtainable, it's hard to comprehend. People are scared of what they don't understand. And fear leads to persecution. So the problem's not magic. It could just as easily have been anything.
Yeah. Hoodle, let me know if you sense anything. Another day, another Gald.
Bless you.
Sorry, thank you.
Hi, Hoodle!
Alright. Oh, oops. There you go.
What the fuck? Stop sprinting, man!
Bro. Bam!
I feel like my Rending Gale is gonna end up being at max uses before the end of this fucking game. It's just so useful.
It's really nice.
Or Void Flash, he's not Rending Gale. Void Flash.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Sprightlier than before. How's the co-op? Is great.
I like it.
Works like a dream.
Even though the camera can get a little uppity sometimes. I guess it doesn't help that I'm playing a long range and you're playing melee.
Nope.
I'm trying to stay closer.
I also don't have the camera rotation speed at as fast as it can be for like the inconvenient camera angles at times. I only raised it a little bit.
Oh, I haven't seen this one in a while.
Where am I? Oh my god in heaven.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, you know, I wonder, maybe it might not
Which
work.
co-op should work in this mod, honestly?
I don't actually know if it does work. But, the nice thing about this, though, about this co-op mod in general, is if you can't make couch co-op work on, like, the same computer or something, you can at least just have, if you have, like, if you have 2 computers or something, and you own the game on Steam, one of the accounts owns the game, you can still just play with each other, which is pretty cool. But that's only if, of course, you have, like, the means of being able to do it without having to spend a lot of money for, like, 2 PCs or something, you know? That whole thing.
Angry mom.
Co-op, this game with co-op, though, is actually probably my favorite of the entire series. It's just it's very, very, very smooth. And everything just works. Funny enough, it just works. You have it on Steam and he has a better PC than you. If that's the case, then both of you can totally play it. All you do is download 2 things.
Maybe you should make that a command. At least for now, while you're doing the playthrough.
Where am I?
Hey there.
I can't hit him. I'm too high now.
This Irish is like...
What do I do? I never played Tales of Graces. But I have heard people like Tales of Graces for combat and Tales of Abyss for story a lot of the time whenever they talk about a Tales of game.
Man.
But yeah,
Oh. Oh, bandage. Oh.
but
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
For the co-op mod, all you do is download Remote Play Whatever, and then you download the Nexus co-op mod specifically. And then you move the folder, or like the folder where it needs to go in the game directory, and then
What?
you start Remote Play Whatever, you start the game, you invite your friend on Steam, brother or whatever, anybody on Steam, and then you can just play the game with you. It's just that easy.
exploits are bearing fruit.
I never played Tales of Graces, but I watched a little bit of it, and I like a little bit of the later game combat, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty crazy. It is
Oh.
pretty wild.
Is this person okay with seeing spoilers? This is pretty
What's up?
spoiler right now.
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't
It
be easy.
is.
We should rest up here before pressing
Unless
on.
they've already played the game before, so.
But what about Shion?
Hmm.
She's waiting
I
for
don't
us.
I don't care to say,
All
oh,
the more
you're seeing
reason to
spoilers. I
conserve
don't
our
care.
energy.
Like,
Huh?
they
It's
come
not
in to
only
see
the
Tales of the
mountain.
Rise, they're gonna see
Hard
Tales of
though
the
that may
Rise.
be, it's a pittance
I
compared
only
to
say
what
warning if
follows,
someone gets raided,
namely
or
Volron.
if I get raided by
We
somebody.
wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift wrapped, right, Kisara?
There you go.
That's right.
Mhm.
Besides, Alphen
You
still
know
hasn't
me.
fully
I'm just worried for
recuperated
other
yet.
people.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
Let mother
A little
rest. Oh, Kisara has not just nice cake. Very nice cake. How'd they build a night like that?
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the
So,
secret
Alphen,
to such a long and healthy life?
oldest
You're
time,
old.
huh?
I wish I knew. Once I left
You're a
Lenibus,
relic.
the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related.
She still has the
Shion is
accessories
merely
on.
the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Why are you
Well,
getting
if
mad
you're
often?
absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right.
Gosh, she looks so
We
good
need
with
our
the
rest
halo
to
and
conserve
wings.
our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Can we give Law a haircut?
No.
I'll see you again tomorrow.
Can we give him a dog tail?
Probably. It depends on how it looks. Oh. That motherfucker's throne is so tall.
alone. I'm all alone.
That man is a comically large throne.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
He's like the same height as Alvin.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Maybe that's the
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of
Well?
creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations.
Hoodle.
So I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on. Are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to,
What?
like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send
Google
out
again.
lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cislodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Oh, those two goobers. Dog tail.
Oh man.
Dog tail. Or wolf tail?
It's the same fucking thing. It's just I can't change the color.
I mean, we already knew that. Or bunny.
I don't want to give him a fuck. I don't want to give him anything. Can we fast travel here? Yes.